One deals with the Saints. It's a given at this point Drew Brees is going to be out for a while.
For at least a little bit, right.
Thumb, ligament, maybe surgery, whatever the case may be, he's not going to be able to play for a while. Yep. So, what do you do at quarterback if you're the New Orleans Saints? You have Teddy Bridgewater, you have Taysom Hill. What do you do?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I mean, Taysom Hill, first off, as you know, it was phenomenal in the preseason. I mean, phenomenal. Not just like athletic, like, oh, wow, he's a freaky athlete and he can make plays. His throwing and quarterback play went up another level from what we saw as compared to last year. Like, he understands how to move in the pocket and throw with touch and, change arm angles and read defenses. Like, all of that's improved to where he's certainly closed the gap between Teddy Bridgewater, and I would say maybe past him. Now, the big question is, Mike, first off, I was shocked we didn't see him a little in the game yesterday.
You have an interesting theory for that.
And my theory is a little bit, the first thing is, I think Sean Payton, if he did have a Taysom Hill package, went, ooh, I might have to make this guy my starting quarterback in a week or two, and I don't want to do the Taysom Hill package now and have him run between the tackles and get killed by Aaron Donald or whatever it may be. Now, the other theory could also be, gosh, I'm down to 2 quarterbacks and he's my backup and I need to keep him healthy just in case something happened to Teddy Bridgewater too. So it could be either way. But I would think with the way the preseason unfolded and as average as Teddy Bridgewater looked in preseason and yesterday, that Taysom Hill, the starter, has got to be in Sean Payton's mind a little bit.
At a minimum, you get both guys ready, and you use both guys because that puts more pressure on the defense. At a minimum, with Taysom Hill.
Right.
You get him out there.
Right.
You do it with Drew Brees. Yeah. You're going to get him out there with Teddy Bridgewater if Teddy Bridgewater's the starter. Here's what Sean Payton said about Taysom Hill last month in comparing him to Steve Young, your guy,
my buddy,
Mr. Laissez-faire.
Mr. Laissez-faire lefty.
Sean Payton said, if you look back at Steve's career, people don't remember the time before he came to the NFL. You have a very athletic player that I think advanced when he got to San Francisco. He always had great ability with his legs, so you're trying to create visions for players, and that's no different than how you evaluate how we see Teddy Bridgewater progressing and what we think he can be. That's the business we're in. The bottom line is restrained effort by Sean Payton to say, I got a lump of clay here.
Yeah,
they could be pretty damn good if I shape it the right way. And Payton is a master of studying everything that happens in the NFL, cherry-picking ideas that he thinks will work with his personnel, and putting his players. You talked about this with the 49ers where guys are wide open. That's great coaching. Sean Payton is great at that play selection, play design, using the plays at the right time, setting up a defense, and springing guys wide open. So I could hit the guy. So, it could be Bridgewater, it could be Hill, but if you have that at a minimum, a combination. Maybe Taysom Hill's the guy. At a minimum, you got to get him on the field. And I like your theory that they kept him off the field yesterday because he may be the starter and they didn't want to lose 2 guys in the same day against the Rams.
I think it just, trying to put myself in his shoes. And again, we don't know. We're speculating. But I would think that's the logic there. And really, honestly, again, I'm not trying to be like negative towards Teddy Bridgewater. But I think the ceiling's higher with Taysom Hill and what he can do with that offense and what I've seen to this point. And I know Teddy Bridgewater's a fine player. But I think he's really a backup. He's a career backup in my eyes. Where I look at Taysom Hill, like you're saying, a lump of clay where I go, there's a chance he could be Steve Young. There is a chance. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's proven, I've seen enough already to go, ooh, in 2 years, he's made giant leaps and bounds in quarterback play and the way he throws and all of those things to make me think that something special might happen here. And I think Sean Payton might see that same type of vision.
And he is such an amazing athlete. 2 years ago, when he was playing special teams, that guy is so fast.
Oh, my gosh.
It makes other guys look bad.
Right.
When they watch the film, it's like other guys are in slow motion. No, that's just how fast Taysom Hill is.
Right, no, he is. I mean, he hustles. He's, rocked up. I mean, some of the collisions you see him make sometimes, I'm just like, oh my gosh, he can take on linebackers like a running back. And if he does start at quarterback, he's got to limit that kind of stuff. But I'll be interested to see where this whole quarterback situation goes for the Saints.
And here's the other thing too. Now that Sean Payton has a new contract, Jay Glazer reported that on Sunday, 5 years beyond this year, 6 years total of a commitment. He will be there after Drew Brees. So the future is coming. The future may be right now. So why not fully evaluate the guys you have? And Taysom Hill is the guy who's got the higher ceiling. I think we can agree on that.
Yes.
Taysom Hill has a much higher ceiling than Teddy Bridgewater.
Yes, definitely.
So why not get him ready and get him on the
field. Yeah, and again,
I'm rooting for that.
Yeah.
I love Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, right.
It's a shame what happened 3 years ago, derailed his career. We never got a chance to see how good he could be in Minnesota.
That's right.
But that's where he is right now, and I think Taysom Hill does have a better.
We see that glimmer that there could be some greatness there.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.